My name is Trina Cox. I'm the coordinator of career services and placement. Can I ask you to turn your phones off? Again, good morning and welcome to Kahoma Community College. Today we have a very special guest that's here to inspire our young athletes. And at this time, we're going to have Coach Reggie Hankerson to introduce us.
Okay.
This is not working, so I guess I don't need that. Anyway, first of all, good morning.
Good morning.
We are extremely excited for you guys to be here for this event. And if I'm not mistaken, this is Kahoma County track team. Well, where's the coach? Coach, you here? Kahoma County coach? We really appreciate you guys for coming out and spending time with us. From our own Aggie and also other faculty members and staff, we are really, really appreciative for you guys to be here this morning. And also, not all of them, but our own Kahoma Community College track team here front and center. Even though y'all should be in class, but you're here for a good reason, so we're going to let it slide. But again, we're here to listen to the words of Mr. Trell Kimmons, and if I could take just a few moments to give a little bit of background on him. Had many opportunity to, I guess, introduce him or open up for him for many reasons. For one, he's from Coldwater, Mississippi, and so am I. And when I came out of Coldwater High School, long time ago, I was the best thing going. I got you. I was the best thing going as far as track and field is concerned in the state. Had an opportunity to accomplish some things on a national level in this area, the state of Mississippi, the southeastern region. He broke every last one of those. Each and every last one of those. And also one of the things that that's very dear to my heart, I had an opportunity to coach him. Still do some when he's here. His very first coach, very first coach, when he was 6th grade, he could compete with our high school kids, with my high school track team at Coldwater High School. There was a God-given ability, God-given talent, and he worked it. He worked it to allow him to travel over the entire world to represent not only these great United States of America, but also the state of Mississippi in a little small town in Coldwater. And what's really, that really jumps off the page is most of the people here that are gathered here in this room, we're small town folk. Don't have taxi cabs, buses, or airplane within our municipalities or in our cities. Small town people. He's taking small town and taking it to another level. So there isn't an excuse. Don't let anyone tell you or fool you that you cannot, because you can. Because you can. He, as well as I, in high school, did not have a track. Did not have a track. We are going through some of those same challenges here in Kahoma until they build our track, but we are going to succeed. We're going to succeed, irregardless of your surroundings or what you have, but as long as you have belief and the things that builds good character. This is what builds good character. For anyone, I've only worked at Kahoma here for a little bit over 90 days. Anybody that knows me or has had an opportunity to meet me, I have no problem with talking. I hope character is one of my strong suits. My character was running around that field, running in holes, stepping on ant beds, and things of that nature that got me to go to college, that got me to go to Mississippi State, had me an opportunity to travel the entire country just because I could run, and I took advantage of it. And I took it to farther and better places. And again, back on Trell, the things that he accomplished have not been accomplished in the state of Mississippi. On the high school level, he still holds the state of Mississippi record for the 100 meter, and probably does not hold many other records because he just didn't run. It wasn't because he couldn't, because he just was not put in the event. But that to say that we can. And I'd like to appreciate Ms. Griffin, Ms. Cox, Ms. Dunn for allowing us to have this opportunity, because it gives us a chance to reach back. It gives us a chance to reach back, and it also gives us an opportunity to be informative about what we do here at Kahoma Community College. Ms. Cox, How long you tell my head? 3 hours. Okay. All right. But look, I'm going to sit down and now, ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce to you Mr. Trell Kimmons.
Good morning to everyone. As Coach said, my name is Trell Kimmons. I'm a proud citizen of Coldwater, Mississippi. Adidas rep, representative, represent Adidas on the national and world level. I'm a former Hines Community College graduate. So, the maroon and white, I told Coach to be very nice. I got the earphones in, so don't charge it to me. I got the earphones in because I have to, as I speak, my agent actually record it to make sure nothing get twisted in the media, because now there's a lot of stuff going on with the drugs, so I'm making sure that when I speak, there's no question asked on drugs. So don't charge me to it. But as Coach was saying, I'm from a small town, Coldwater, which the same town that he grew up at, and I'm glad to be from a small town because I think great success comes from a small town when you don't have that much pressure on you. Take you a little bit of your obstacles of being to be success. At the age of 8, I went through a trial and tribulation of losing my mom at the age of 8 years old, and that really pushed me to the edge to be the best that I could be. And that brought my family close, to support me and support my brother. I have an older brother named Trell Kimmons. He was a great inspiration to me. He stuck his neck out, actually quit college to help coach me. He was the first one outside the coach in the 6th grade that discovered me as a sprinter. During the time that I lost my mom, I didn't see no other way. I was getting into trouble. Coach me verified that. I got kicked out of school in the 4th grade, but after told me to go to school. Because I really, as I said, I didn't see no other way out. I thought the road had come to an end. 6th grade came. As Coach said, he was one of my first coaches. I competed first leg for the 4x1, Coldwater High School, as a 6th grader. First time I ever to take one of the Coldwater High School 4x1 to the state in 6th grade. It was unfortunate to not get on the medal stand. I cried after the race. That's when I found the passion of track. 7th grade year, I won state in the 7th grade in 400, 49-1 in the 7th grade. 8th grade, won state again with 48 flat. And that when my life changed in the 8th grade. I was known as the kid that went through hard times in Coldwater, going to be the hard-headed kid that never was going to be mountain or nothing. I had a high school coach, my football coach, tell me once, he seen me walking down the street, had my head turned to the side. I thought I was, OG coach. But he told me, he said, son, you ain't going to never amount to nothing. And I stick with that to this day. And for a man to come tell me that, I love when a person count me out, but this when I perform and step up to my best ability. He told me that, and like I said, that stick with me to this day. When I left 8th grade, going to my 9th grade, I started getting recruited by every college in the nation for its football. I was one of the top receivers in the nation, one of the top receivers in the state. I was recruited from Alabama, who I was going to sign with, but I was inspired by Mississippi State, coach, and a couple former Mississippi State coaches, like Wirt Stiles, that coached me in high school, wanted me to go to Mississippi State, so I couldn't let them down because they was right there by my side through the hard times and the tribulations. My 9th grade season, football season, I had 13 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, and like I said, the Marshalls, Alabama, and everyone recruited me. Going to my 10th grade year, I tore my quad and was unfortunate to make it to the state in Columbus. I was #1 in the state, going into the North State, ran 10:45, blew my quad, cost me my season. I did not want to go back to school my 11th grade year because I said, man, you know what, school is getting hard for me. I messed up in track, didn't make it through the state. So I went to summer school. I only went to summer school because I wanted to go ahead and graduate. I passed all my courses, and so far I had enough credits to skip my 11th grade year to move on to my 12th grade year. So I actually graduated a year early. Coming to my senior year of 2004, I was ranked #1 in the nation in track. I was highly recruited in football. I signed a football scholarship with Mississippi State to go for football. I ran, they cheated me out of the state record in North State. I ran 991 out of high school. I ran 20.7 in the North State. They did not give me the state record because they said I didn't run the interstate. Going into the state, I had every news and media it could be in that state. I feel like I was the man. I knew I was the man because I had boosted my confidence level to have that swag, as we call it, that I am the man and everybody's coming out to see Trell Kimmons. And that's the type of mentality that's athlete you got to have, because don't no one believe in you no more than yourself. As that state came, I won the 400. I ran 47 flat 400. Ran 20.8 and 200 in the state. I was state champion in 1, 2, and 4. I ran 10:30 and 10:39 in the 100. It's still now it's the state record to where one of you all should have been broken by now, because it ended up almost again. And that's really not that fast. 10:39. And I went to the state meet on last year and they interviewed me on that. They had this great sprinter out of Mississippi, Kalo, who familiar with Kalo? Everybody familiar with Kalo. I talked to Kalo more, he ran a meet in Austin. The whole time he was trying to get points. My job ended up not laughing. His mom was like, why you laughing? I said, to become a great sprinter. That right there, that laughing joke, college scout is like, eating away. Because the reason I say that is, I ran 10.3 out of high school, not very fast. But if you move on to the Texas and the Florida, they run the 10 minutes and 10 over. So we count behind. And I explained that to his mom. I said, being statewide is okay, but being nationally known is great. I was nationally known. I was one of the fastest men to ever run a 60-meter dash. I ran 6:45. I was #1 in the world out of college. I ran 6:59. My first race stepping on the track, #1 in the world. Had Adidas offer for $120,000 chuck it down. My coach came to me, and I really wanted to take it. My coach came to me. He said, "If you think you worked $120,000 a year for 7 years, take it. I'm gonna back out." I got to thinking to myself, I said, man, I'm Trell Kimmons. Everybody know me in Mississippi on this state. Everybody know me. Plus, I just had got a world junior record, 4x1 in Grosseto, Italy. It was the first time that I ever traveled overseas to compete for my country and to represent Mississippi. I was first leg for the world team. We ran 38.60 out of high school, 4x1. That is still the world junior record to this day. With me, Demi Omo, LaShawn Mary, and Ivory Williams. Freshman year of college, I wasn't even on scholarship. #1 in the nation, won the state. Wasn't even on scholarship first semester because I chose to try to go play football. Didn't have the ACT. That's why I messed up. I took the ACT my senior year, which I should have ended up taking. Took it my senior year, didn't score, didn't make the score. I couldn't go play football because at the time Northwest had protected this. They protected so many in the state, and I couldn't play football for Northern in college. So I had to go to high school in college to play to run track, because that was the only junior college in the state of Mississippi that had a track at the time. Went there, talked to the coach. The coach had been calling my coach, Coach Reggie, and Coach First Fowler. man, what is Trell? Trell ain't, I don't see him going to Mississippi State. What is he going to do? I was overseas. I came back home. Coach talked to me and said, look, man, you got it. Today was Wednesday. School started Monday. I went to Hines today, Friday. Barely got into school. No scholarship. My people had to pay out of pocket. Man, I went to my dorm and I cried. I said, man, I made a bad mistake. I'm #1 in the nation. And I'm paying for school to go to college. And I'm seeing people coming into college running 10, 6, 10, 7 on a ride from out of state. That's when my whole life changed. I had an attitude with the coach and with the trainer. Whole life changed. Every time the coach told me to do something, I did double. Coach like, man, you're going to burn out. I said, well, coach, if I burn out, so what? First race, bang, national champion, 10.08 as a freshman, 20.20 as a freshman. I came out of high school running 21.3. Came out of high school running 10.3, but ran 10.08 as a freshman. Ran 20.20 as a freshman. It was the stuff that I did off the track that made me a great sprinter on the track. I ate right. I did film study. I still do film study. I stay up 2 or 3 in the morning doing film study. Get up at 5 and go work. You all have that same ability. It's not where you come from, it's where you go. And like I said, to be successful, you're gonna go through a lot. And God put you through stuff to see you're gonna be mentally strong and able to handle the situations that He put you through to be successful. And every time I race, I always give thanks, to the Lord, because at one point I couldn't see my way. But as a sophomore, coming out of Hines, #1 in the world, and still on the national records, and for leaders to offer me a 7-year contract for 1.2 billion. I feel like the word. I was 19 years old. I bought my first house. 19, making 1.2 a year. I just resigned. It was a blessing for me to resign. Now I'm on my second contract for 5 years, and I'm 29. So I done seen a lot of people go into sport, go out of the sport, from doing performance enhancements, in which I haven't been introduced to the performance enhancement, but it was up to me not to take it. Because at the end of the day, no matter how much money you make, it came by investment. And that was my philosophy there. You can type a lot of great athletes' name, and the first thing gonna pop up, doping violation. You can type in Trell Kimmons' name, and they don't come up with my accomplishments. And that is a blessing. And as of now, I enjoy running, but I have a 6-year-old son, so every time I step on the track, that's what it's about. I established a foundation in 2010, the Trell Kimmons Foundation, that I do stuff for the community. I go out and speak to the community. I do events for kids, because I didn't have that fun. I had no one outside, coaches and my older brother that can put aside their time and actually talk to me like I am to you. I never had it. And the first thing people always ask me when I go out and talk, man, how much you charge to speak? I don't charge nothing. Because it's a blessing for me to be able to speak. It's a blessing for me to be able to speak. It's a blessing for me to even be able to step on the track. So I never take nothing for granted, because you can be here one day like that, and it's not going down. And that's how I live my life every day. I get up, I own 2 businesses now. I go to the business and I work as if that was my 9 to 5. I don't go out there and pause. My brother, I got my little brother, he run my detail shop now. And my grandmother, which they know my grandmother, I had her sitting at the cleaners running my cleaner stuff. But I don't try to go there and tell my brother, man, you do this, you do that. Just because of who I am, I would explain it to him, and I would help him do it, because I think that is what we grow as a family is. Not because I think I'm Trell Kimmons. Like I said, that can happen, and that can go just like that. I'm faithful. I faithfully go to church every day. I mean, not every day, but every Sunday. And I faithfully pay my tithe, because if it wasn't for him, I would not be. You know, I don't club, never been a clubber. I didn't club in college because I was in Jackson and my mind was more on getting money to spend money. To be honest, I was tired of seeing my grandmother struggle on her monthly check trying to help take care of me. I didn't want it. At the age of 18, when I went to college, I left home and wanted to be a man, grow up and handle my own business. I played drums on Sundays, bought my first car. Then I moved up and I started doing recording for Paul Porter and the Christian Eras. And I played on a couple of Kurt Franklin live CDs and force-playing drums. I was fortunate to record with Kurt Franklin this past 2013 in the studio. So everything that I have done, you know, I feel like that it comes back in a blessing to me because of what I give back to the community. And because the community don't, you know, the community was the one that discovered me. The community was the one that supported me during the Olympics, during my high school, my college career. So it's no more for me to come back and give, you know, my warm and weapon to them. It was not just Coldwater, it was the Mississippi as a whole that supported me, whether it was, you know, you, the coaches. I'm quite sure everybody watched the Olympics. You know. And going into that tournament, that was the only thing that was going through my mind. You know, I have, true enough, my sponsors, they got their eyes on me, but most important was my Mississippi people. You know, I cannot let my Mississippi people down. I cannot let my country I cannot let my country down. And me and Bianca Knight, a lot of people, I mean, she's from Mississippi, me, Bianca Knight, and Brittany Reese. Before we walked into that tunnel, we said a prayer. And, you know, we said, look, after that prayer, we said, we are from Mississippi. We 3 young Mississippians that is here in London to represent our state and our country. And as we walked through that tunnel, I did a sign of digits right here. That represent Mississippi, because I love Mississippi with all my heart. I have moved to Texas, to Austin, Texas, and Dallas, but I always found my way back home. And now I train back at home in Jackson, because that love and support that I left to go to Texas, I just ended up in Texas. And stuff worked out to where when the drug stuff started coming along with the coaches and everything, he just made me move back to Mississippi. That was the best thing these could have done. To make me move back home so that I can be around my family, so that I can actually be here today to speak to you all. And Coach has been a great inspiration to me. Me and Coach talk on the phone a lot about workouts, different workouts. You know, he picked my brain some, I picked his brain some. At the end of the day, we basically be saying the same thing. But I don't know if he be picking my head to see, you know, I'm gonna pick Trell head to see if he learned anything throughout his whole career up track. And I pick Coach head to see if he understands. So we learn from each other. And this is a great guy, man. Like he said, he done competed on all different levels. He was the whole time I was growing up, I kept hearing Reginald Hanks. You gonna be fast, Reginald Hanks. I think Coach ran what 20.8, like 20 point something. And my mentality was, man, who is Reginald Hanks? I knew him, but who is he? I'm Trell Kimmons, and that's how you all got to think. No matter when you step on the track or the football field, the basketball court, or whatever, you got to have your own identity so that people can know who you are. I didn't wear my cold white uniform when I warmed up. If any coaches here remember me in high school, I wore a night uniform. I wore a night uniform because Nike flew me to Washington my senior year to the White House. I was #1 in the nation. And Nike actually wanted to represent me out of high school. So everything that I wore was Nike. And I wore that Nike proudly because I thought I was the man. I knew I was the man. And it ain't no greater feeling stepping on that track and people got to worry about you. You ain't got to worry about them. Because you're going to take them out of their race. And that's what I do during the 400. Give them a hard 200, burn them up, last 200, it's home free. Great thing in the 100, I used to give them a hard 80 meters, don't burn them up, I'm going to relax the last 20. Just like now, being a professional is cool if people look at the glory side of it, the money side of it, that's great. But it's a lot coming along with it. You got agents that be trying to take your money. Got a lot of coaches that lose the love of coaching. Now it's all about money. You got a lot of people that say you're your friend, and you really find out the true friend when you got some money. They're gonna try to go into your pockets. But it's up to the individual to me, I tell them I ain't got it. I ain't got it. I don't keep no cash no way, so I ain't got it. And that's the way you're gonna get rid of that. As far as the coaches, I mean, you make good money, but you spend out good money. You got to have a whole team to make sure that the body is functioning normally. It's just like a race car. Every time you step on that gas gets you kicked. It's just like in college. College, you got your own team, you got your massage therapist and your chiropractor or whatever y'all got. To make sure the body is aligned right, they're going to give you the full stride length and the right stride structure to get you down the track as fast as you can. It ain't like it, bro. College runs everything in college. And pros, my chiropractor, I pay him $5,000. My coaches, $6,000. That's one coach. You gotta have a strength coach. You gotta have a coach that's actually gonna teach technique. A coach gonna get you in shape. You got just that one coach. And you got a strength coach. You probably have a nutritionist. You're gonna have to have a chiropractor. You probably have a whole team. So, say this. You are living the best of your life right now. Because all together, to make sure the body is all cylinders hit to go down that track pad. Because if you don't go down that track pad, you're not making no money. If you're not making no money, you come do this. It's a cold game. So to keep the body to function, you probably around $30,000 a month. That's a lot. That's a lot, right? But I'm gonna tell you the trick. It's a trick. Would you pay that $30,000 a month to make sure the body is functioning, but step on the track and make $100,000 each race? You may run 4 or 5 races a month. That's not counting your contract. So a lot of people want to go out there and catch that football. Football not for that. I'm sorry. Football not for that. Track is one thing. Track is one thing. And I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna explain why I say it. I'm gonna explain why I say it. If you're not a star in football, then guess what? You make a football minimum. You know what football minimum is right now? Probably $350,000, $400,000. You got it? In track, 4 races I make that a week in 1 week. You got it? This calculator count. That's the difference. That's the difference. You put the numbers down, you run 9 seconds, you run 10 overs, you get in the races, you're gonna make the money. That's a flip side to that. I'm gonna tell you the flip side to that is. It's untaxed. So which means, at the end of the year, you're going to be responsible for your taxes. They can be good, they can be bad. And I'm going to tell you why it can be bad. They can come get your house and everything. I just wrote them a check last month, $17,000. Hate it. They could have been on something else. But I ain't got to worry about foreclosure my house. So I looked at it as if, you know what, that's a lot, you know, paying the government. But I look at it as it's a blessing that I got it. Because it could have been the other way. I could have went out and spent all my money, and when the time came, nothing. Nothing. So, to close, I want to say, you know, it was a great honor to come and talk to you guys. And if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. Any questions? My most proud of the moment, being able to step on the track. Why is it? I'm going to tell you why it's it. Because right now I'm going to my 10th year, only been here for 1. Like I said earlier, it's a lot of people that have been in the sport, never put on a USA uniform, that is now out of the sport. So every time that I step on that track, whether I go out there and win, come 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, it is a blessing. Any more? Coach, any more?
I have a question. You say you make $100,000 a race. So that's if you win it or just by running it?
Okay. I'm going to make $100,000 by stepping on the track.
Okay.
That is my appearance.
Okay.
Now, that's not counting if you come 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th.
Okay.
First place, in a diamond event, $60,000. You go 60, 40, 30, 20, 10.
So you can easily walk away with about $160,000.
Yes. Now, I'm going to tell you this. The difference between me and the difference between Usain Bolt. I'm going to tell you the difference. I'm going to tell you the difference. Okay. Usain Bolt, not counting his Puma contract, once again, pay attention to the numbers. If you are a top-rated sprinter, it's easy to make great money. Usain Bolt right now, Puma paying $30 million. That's contract. Usain Bolt step on the track, one race make $350,000. One race, not counting winning the race. Usain Bolt can easily walk off the track, one race with $410,000.
So, I have one more question. What is your ranking now?
Do you feel like you achieved all your goals?
Do I feel like I achieved all my goals? Yes. I'm going to tell you why. I won state. That's one thing. I still own national records that I don't think on people. I ran 6:53 in the 60 in college. The next time that I've been close to that was 6'6". I don't think I'll get pro. Ran 2020. That may get pro. The 200 may get pro. 200 may get pro. Ran 10:08. I got the college record in high. I got all the college records in high. I was one of the first to be on a world record out of high school 4x1 relay. Got a gold. I was one of I ran the fastest pop-off leg in American history at the Olympics. I've been on the fastest 4x5 4x1 relay ever in history. I ran the fastest time in the 66.45, the second fastest time ever in American history outside of Marcus Green. So do I think I have accomplished my goal? Yes. And I'm going to tell you another reason why. Another reason why I can say that because I know what's going on within the sport. I know how hard that I train. Do I think overall athletes are better than me? No. Do I think other athletes do extra stuff? And you know what I mean about extra stuff to stay on top? Yes. So I can walk off the track and walk out of my career proudly knowing that I've done all I can do to be
Kimm, how you doing?
Great.
I heard you say that you know, your first time around in college, everything didn't go the right way, and you know, you kind of got down, and then you developed this attitude that it wasn't an attitude that, you know, of hate, but it was an attitude that you're gonna do what you wanted to do. And you know, I heard you say that, you know, when coach told you to do something, you double it. You know.
You're a witness of that.
Sir.
Coach Hanks right here is a witness of that.
Okay.
I used to run around town. Rain, sleet, snow. People look at me crazy. I was on a mission. I was on that mission because I felt like I was degraded. I'm #1 in your state. No scholarship. And I feel like an out-of-state was going to come here and take my shine. And that just ain't going to happen. No. So I did extra stuff. You know, like I said, running through towns, a lot of stuff on the internet I was researching. At the time, I had went on a college visit to Arkansas. Me and Tyson Gay connected. I was communicating with him, and one thing led to another. I knew what I wanted to do. I knew that one day I wanted to be on an Olympic podium. But I knew I wasn't going to get it by just laying around watching TV or hanging with the guys. I wasn't that type of brother. I wasn't the one that wanted to fit in or tried to fit in because I had my own identity. I know who I was. So every moment that I had to train, I trained. I was state powerlifting champion in high school. I deadlift 635 at 165. I squatted 445 at 165. So I was strong, but it's a difference between weight room strong and track strong. Because you can go in that weight room and lift the gym, but you can't get around that track. It's a whole different ball. And to say this, speed, a lot of people think this right here is what's going to get you down the track. No. Stride consistency and the power, the force that you put to that track is what's going to get you down the track. Because if you're doing this, quick step, you burning that engine up, baby, before it's gone. And I love to see that. That 100 going to get real long. About 60 meters, it's going to get real long. You run like that? You quick step.
Yeah.
I'm short. I got Why you? Why that tall person taking 2 more steps?
What's your height? What's your height?
5'6".
I'm 5'9". I'm afraid about your height. You're 90 years old.
They don't scare me.
I'm saying he's your height. He run 9'8". You run 9'9". So the height stuff, I ain't trying to do this. It's the correct way to run. It's the correct way to run.
So you basically like do a lot of stretching and stuff like that.
Do I stretch? I hate stretching. I hate stretching. I hate it. I'm not telling you, y'all don't stretch. I hate stretching, but I warm up for an hour and a half to make sure the body's warm. I do blowouts to make sure that everything is fine before I step on the track. I ain't gonna say stretch, I just toe touch, make sure, but I get adjustments. I get a lot of deep tissue massages, so my muscles are not gonna be contracted. I'm on the table 3 times a week before I step on the track, getting alignment from the chiropractor, and getting work by my suit, so I don't have to do as much stretching. I hydrate with Pedialyte water to make sure the muscles got everything in there. They gon' when the gas is time to punch the gas, it's ready to go.
You eat what you want to eat, right?
No, sir. No, sir. I have a nutrition that do my meal. I eat no bread. Now, as of right now, I just started jogging. I don't start officially training until next month. Because we run from January to September. I just recently got home sick. So, do I eat anything now? I'm not gonna say I eat anything now. I just watch what I eat. But I eat anything. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I can eat, like right now, I go to take a soda. But yesterday, I jogged 5 miles. You know, trying to get my wind going. So I'm burning it up. Now, next month, when it's time for me to start getting to my developmental and trying to get ready for indoors, the sodas, the sugars, and all that, the junk food, it's cut out. It's what you put in the body that's going to make it respond like you want it to respond. It's going to be up to the individual. The coaches can only coach. But it's up to that individual. They're going to be successful. I hear a lot of athletes, man, the coaches ain't doing this, coaches ain't doing that. Nah, I refuse to believe that, sir. I refuse to believe that. A coach gonna only get you in shape and make sure that you're ready to perform on the track. It's up to the individual what they do off the track. Coaches are not babysitters. Y'all grown now, y'all in college, y'all will be seeing them high heels on that track this year. They will be ready. Huh? They will be ready. I know so.
You probably have okay.
Yeah, I write 9 workouts, Tennessee State workout. Me and Coach, we be working. But I said that to say this, man, because I like to see people be competitive. How's gonna come with it? Y'all just gotta build come together. And at the end of the day, guess what gonna put Mississippi on the map? Both colleges, community colleges, going to wherever that nationals at and send a name for the community college of Mississippi. Not just one individual from Kahoma, not just one individual from Hines. But if y'all go out there as a 4x1, 4x4, whatever y'all compete in, and make a name for yourselves and put Kahoma County, Kahoma Community College on the map, that's where y'all gonna be able to say, y'all the first crew. Y'all the first crew, so y'all can make history.
Hey, did you talk big head, like, you know, talk noise a lot?
I love it.
Or you just humble and talk
No. I talk noise, but I'm gonna tell you why. It's a difference between cocky and confident. I train to be confident because I know the hours and the time that I put on the track and off the track. So I'm confident. Do I talk noise? Yes. Why do I talk noise? Because it's here. If you're not strong-minded, guess what? You're going to take the next run out of the race. So I talk a whole lot of noise. Tell you why I talk a whole lot of noise. I got the fastest start in the world. So guess what? From 0 to 60, I'm telling you, I'm going to kill you from 0 to 60. So you better be mentally ready.
0 to 60 real quick.
It's not real quick if you can maintain down the track in 1 9 seconds. Y'all understand? Because I'm going to tell you why. Everybody don't have that start. Some people got to finish. You know. Do I practice starts? No. It'll be large. Huh? I hate blocks. I hate it. But I'm going to tell you why I hate it. Because as I get ready to do block, I probably do 50 block stops a day. Because it takes that right there on that level, you can go from first to sixth. Just like that.
I know you was killing me football, like, see.
Yeah, we actually beat Kahoma annual 1 year, 72-6. Go Google it. And we went to Kahoma County. We beat Kahoma County, they home. And when we beat Kahoma County,
That was football.
You said, what's her name?
Trell.
Trell. It's so hard. You was out. What's her name? You said, that.
All right, what grade you in?
I'm 12, man.
Okay, 12th grade. How many colleges doing that?
We want you to come home.
I ain't college because I'm tell you why. By my 9th grade year, guess what? I ain't need no college doing that because they already do my
One, two. He knows he don't want to see me on the field. That's why he been rolling over the coat. He don't want to see
On behalf of Kahoma Community College, in the absence of our president, Dr. Valmich Town, on behalf of the Division of Enrollment and Student Services, we thank you. Thank you for Ms. Cox for having that connection to you. We thank you, and Coach Anderson for having it. And we're going to thank you as an honorary title because we got to talk about it. We're still going to thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We enjoy it today.
Now, on this part right here, like he stated earlier, we do a lot of conversating and talking as far as workouts are concerned. Depending upon where he is in the world, and if he called me and wake me up at 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning, I don't want to talk to him, but he'll call anyway. But I would like to greatly appreciate him for coming to spend his time with us. Because it's inspirational to us all. Off of the track, but just for the amount of success. And success has no attachments to it. Not just track and field, school. I don't care if you cook cornbread, you can be successful at it. It makes no difference, but success has no attachment. So therefore, I'm going to take hours out of the bag. Everybody, Kahoma Community College Track and Field, stand up. Now, even though he spoke of the maroon and white, true enough, Hines has that maroon and white, but we're going to swing this one right here. And, yeah.
I'm going to wear that to high.
And again, we greatly appreciate your time and whatnot, but again, thank each and every last one of you for coming, and that's it. Good evening.
We have an autograph session also if you want to get him.